Oh, is my mic on? Oh god, is that too loud? I can't tell. I can't figure out. Yeah, it's typing. Let me know if there's any like audio, like volume issues. With the mic and stuff, because I had some volume issues last time and I don't have any of my settings saved because my computer died since then. Luckily, Steam Cloud saved everything on BLR's side, so that's nice. Yay! Good. Sounds good. Let's see here. Got a couple more minutes. I made a little background thing. Photoshopped out the what are they called? The little logos at the bottom, at the sides, with a mouse right before this. Here, yeah, let me go to the game and go back to the volume, or to the settings menu, because that has, that's the music from the game. So.
Isn't that obvious?
Let me think. I think her voice is...
Isn't that obvious?
I think it's louder than mine or equal to mine, or... I feel like it should be 1 point lower, but I'm not sure. Sounds good? Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started then. Let me just make sure that my camera is all set up here. All right, I'm finally back. I got a new hard drive. I got money because I was working a ton and didn't have time to do this. I've got my note cards ready. In fact, I also got a bunch of colored Sharpies. I mean, I already owned them, but I got them already with all the colors I'm gonna need. Got my blue, green, and red, cyan, magenta, and yellow, and black, because I don't have white. What else? I'd like to thank whoever decided to make Steam Cloud a thing, because my computer died, and thank goodness I still have my save files. Alrighty. Let's see, what time is it? 4:30? Might as well go ahead and get started then. All right. Here we go. What's up? Hopefully, I was going to warm up my voice more, but I didn't. Let's see.
Nothing's up. We left our room, headed left.
And ended up here.
Dio, that's his
Sigma.
name.
Let me see that map you found earlier.
I forgot everyone's names. I've got... There was Dio and Quark. We've got Alice and Clover, I still remember. Oh, right. Basically, we all ended up in the same place. The face animation is... It's not the best. I wish they did something like, I mentioned this in the last stream, but, like in Ultra Despair Girls, Danganronpa, where they had the 3D models kind of acting it out, but they had the originally drawn sprites too, and so you could see their faces and them acting at the same time. It's nice. Oh. No matter which door we took, led back here.
That's the same as the map we found in the lounge.
Okay. The lounge.
Oh, we found something like that too. Our room was an infirmary.
That's so. We found ours in the crew quarters. Easy mode! Hi! Welcome! And also, hi to Tatsu. Because I know I've been chatting with you back and forth, but I don't know who else is here, but hey, thank you for coming, everybody.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Almost never got the third game? Wow. Huh. I mean, I'd never heard of it until recently, and This is like exactly my kind of game in every way. Which really tells you how not well known it was. I feel like I would have heard about it sooner. Like, I guess I'd heard about Zero Time Dilemma a lot, but I'd never heard of 999 until the last, like, year. What? Oh, yes.
This is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them, too.
Luna, that's her name. I don't remember what colors everyone is, but...
The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
It's referenced a lot in Danganronpa? Like, is Zero Time Dilemma referenced, or is the whole series? Because I haven't noticed, personally. I have noticed Nico B references 999 a lot, but that's very obvious, I guess.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock, huh? Yeah, it won't budge.
Just like the other doors.
See, I feel like every time I play a game like this, I get super annoyed. Like, oh my, it's locked, like, duh, don't check it. And then, of course, I fucked up the room through the cyan door because I didn't check a door with a lock because I assumed it would be locked. Final Dead Room is based on Zero Escape. I just assumed it was just, based on Escape the Room games in general. Like, I think that's kind of been a concept for a while. Thinking about it, I could see some of the graphic styles being similar, just I was thinking about the textures, but... But yeah, I assumed it was just an Escape the Room. Let's see.
It's no good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Oh yeah, the numbers, the score. The platinum trophies from DR1 and 2 reference the series. Spare's last reward. I was wondering what that meant, because I have that trophy, I'm pretty sure, and I just didn't get it. Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. Oh! Looks like 2 hours. 6 minutes!
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
9 coins, 9 purses, 9 bears. I don't know if I have that one. But I remember the last reward reference. I have most of the DR2 trophies, but I don't have that many of the DR1 ones.
Yeah, looks like we don't have a choice then.
Oh, so we have nothing to do for the next 2 hours.
Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Eh?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules? Because we found a note just like that. It was in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. Oh, I just assumed 999 mana coins because that was one less than 1,000 and it was the max. Oh god, I forgot about this. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I care to keep you from going in and out of them. Any color of bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But, you have to escape before you can take advantage of this free reign rule. Once you've activated... notebook, by the way, next to me. Once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it weren't let you go back until you've solved the puzzle. I do. I've got, like, I straight up drew this beforehand. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole.
I thought he was giving the finger at first, because all of his fingers blended in with each other.
I hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
Alrighty. There we go. Let's do this. All right. Yep, crew quarters. We were just here.
So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
Okay, what is she doing? Is she? Oh, Kitati, hi, welcome. Was she like Dr. Evil or something? So, this is the crew quarters.
Just as the note said. We had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the infirmary or the lounge.
Yeah, we can check out any of them.
Kee's coming back for that poster. Look, no, cover your little
I
eyes.
got a poster of a lady in here. It looks like the ones you got back home.
This one's pretty hot.
Wait, are they actually related? Is he fingering Key with the peanut?
I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
Agreed.
I sure would like to take it home with me. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that. Let's keep moving.
Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? I think they're related. Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary game. And if Clark was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seemed to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already? Yeah, little kid. Oh, little kid doesn't look fazed about that.
Let's go, buddy.
Well, we'll have to see.
I can't wait to get out of here and back to my, grandpa videos. Don't. Not just TMI for me, but you. Clark is standing right there. Yeah, he probably sees them. Probably just. Tenmyoji probably just watches them in the living room in broad daylight. Shit.
Oh, you mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
Shh. You're being too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly.
Why didn't you say it quietly 2 seconds ago, you crazy and scary old person? Ugh. Though I'm playing Ace Attorney on my own time right now, and I'm on the maid cafe case, so seen enough creepy, horny old men. He's the pervy grandpa. Oh, that yawn is contagious.
Oh, you're finally done?
I made coffee.
You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Ah, for... Yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you.
Oh, thanks, Easy Mode, for proud of you for getting that far. I'm actually really far. I guess this is the in Ace Attorney. It's the third trial of the third game. I love it. Katathi says, I don't know if I should be watching since I've never played the Nonary games. The 999, this will spoil some stuff, I'm sure. This is the second game in the series. And some things will be confusing. Right now, I don't know if there's anything going on at this exact moment, but there's some characters that already are like referenced in the first game or like have to do with the first game storyline.
Otherwise,
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy.
I like Dio's voice. He has a nice voice.
Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
We go to the 8B rooms, right? Look. We got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes.
I wonder if the pairs
What
are
do
gonna
we do after
switch
we
up,
go into
or
the
if the like if the groups will change. Oh my gosh, my reactions! I totally flipped. I think I was more shocked about Alice than I was Clover, to tell you the truth. Well, because she just shows up and it's like completely like. She's like, yep, just a totally normal human being who's just as normal as the rest of us, right? Though, Clover's outfit is, didn't somebody say she looks like, Bam Bam from the Flintstones or something?
play a game. Just like it says on the door, you play the Ambidex game!
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous.
That was my guess.
Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
Okay, I've never heard that last part. Oh, really? Ambidextrous? Oh, of course. Just kind of like how, in the past, the left hand was considered a bad thing, and that's why they call it the right hand, because it was the hand you're supposed to use. That's really interesting. That I guess it's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Just really interesting if it's a game of betrayal, because, in the last game, the game was easier the more people worked together. And, I mean, I thought that was pretty more obvious from the start, but that was something that the characters really were like, oh, shoot, like, if we were actually nice to one another, we would all be able to make this through this a lot easier. And I thought that was a really great like twist a little bit, but
Then what's the Nonary game?
Ah, that refers to the whole enchilada. The Nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one.
oh, huh.
Make sense?
I assumed the Ambidex game was like a type of like, it's like the Nonary game 2, Electric Boogaloo Ambidex. I don't know.
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Leo?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please?
This voice actor would make a great Dolores Umbridge.
I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
That's a pretty nice. You're here. Welcome. That's not the best Southern accent I've ever heard, to tell you the truth, but it's not bad. It's just weird. Kate, Clark, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and 10 Miyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door, but Vi and I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
That's what she said. Okay, okay. I'm interested in, like, will the runes be the same runes last saw them?
45 minutes remain
Oh.
until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh. What? This game's got a time limit too?
Something wrong?
No, nothing. I was just... There's no
What are
one
you
here.
talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know.
Let's get inside.
Yeah, right. Why would he think somebody was there? That seems like one of those like things he shouldn't know, but he maybe knows. Hey, look, it's the old version of the baby buttons. Yeah. Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it. The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. Yeah?
Shit!
I pressed the button! What did you think was gonna happen?
What are you doing, you idiot?
What else were we gonna do? What? I just pressed the start button.
Did you even read what it said? Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh.
Yes,
really?
Ugh.
Hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
Okay, that sounded like Junko when she does her like, ew, despair!
That's the door to the AB room, silly. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Sorry if I'm like skipping through some of her dialogue.
Let's get this party
It's too easier as a girl.
Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody.
Have an opponent. Hey, Junko, is this Zero?
Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there?
So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you can to go through the chromatic doors.
So we'll be with Alice.
Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they?
Okay, I'm gonna write these names down because I didn't get them down last time, and I want to have that, the colors and stuff. So we've got Sigma and Phi, and then Alice are red. Got Dio and Quark and Luna are blue, and then green is Clover and Kay, and then Tenmyoji. Alright, so now I've got all the names written down in their colors so I can remember them.
That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas.
And it goes the other way, too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Tenmyoji. And Bo and Quirk's enemy will be, well, I guess enemy. After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
Opponent. Yeah, that was said. That was, I still...
What? Don't get it?
Kamakura, yes, queen!
Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third...
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it.
All you guys have to do...
It's the prisoner's dilemma!
Just pick one of those easy options! Your BP will go up or down, depending. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow.
Yep, it's the prisoner's dilemma.
Minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You get 2 BP. We call that just put a smile. Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me. I'd skin them and stew them with some taters.
The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that. I mean, what were they thinking? And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose.
If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely 0 change in BP.
But we call this the why even bother. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid.
Okay.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you?
Yeah, so the pairs. If I was with Tenmyoji, I would probably pick... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see what the... I feel like Tenmyoji would pick Betray, and I feel like Alice and Luna... I feel like Luna would pick, Ally. And I feel like Alice would lean towards Ally. She's against Sigma and Phi, who are both total assholes, and would expect us to pick Betray.
Let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? The two of you only get one vote. You get to choose one. That doesn't mean you split your points, though. You both get 3 points. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get.
This has like a notepad. It's got a memo thing on it.
Then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more,
there are.
But
so like I can draw on this with my mouse. I actually haven't tried this, so I actually don't know what exactly this does. Just do that. So if you ally, chances are +2 or -2. If you betray, it's either +3 or 0. So now let's see what I'm curious.
It'll just have to wait, I guess.
Just for taking notes. I like having my little piece of paper because that was difficult to write. What? Why does it have to wait?
It'll be okay.
No, it won't.
30 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Anyway,
I wonder if
I gotta hop along now.
I wonder if we're gonna have another Ambidex game later in this, and it'll be like different points values. In case you're a fucking degenerate and don't like using traditional paper. I mean, I'm using a remote, but oh god, you're right, you would have to use the joystick. Yeah, paper's good.
Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. Bye-bye now. Have a nice trust.
You know, Zero never told us what would happen if we don't vote. Can I use the touchpad on my computer? I mean, I can. It's just, and I've got even a touchscreen. So let me actually try that. So I can write with my finger. It's just not. Yeah, no, that's just sucky. Man, what are we gonna do?
About the AB game?
Oh, on the PS4 controller. Oh, the touchpad there. Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game. Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
That's what I said. What's that?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate.
It's not a thought experiment. It's actually, it's a concept that's actually used. Okay, sorry.
Let's say Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Apple and Banana? Hey, look, that's...
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything.
Well, they're stupid names.
Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something. So that's the setup. You following me?
Like how they have to specify that they're not to be using telepathy. Like, of course, Zero Escape, of course.
So, a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing.
Banana looks zesty.
Goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, goes the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years.
Yeah, their mouths are like super... Super weird. Shamrock shake? What's that? I imagine it tasting like those sugar cookies that they have at grocery stores. You know, like that are shaped like shamrocks and have like all the green sugar on them. Now I'm hungry.
So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want? Or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. I'll give you plenty of time to think about it.
Keep the cat in the bag? Meow! That's the prisoner's dilemma, meow?
Yeah. What would you do?
If you guys remember that Sigma has a tick where he makes cat puns or talks like a cat when he hears cats referenced, apparently. They apparently forgot that.
Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, if my erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. What if he confesses too? Smart thing for me to do the same. After all, if that's a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off of that. It seems like the best choice is always going to be confess.
Interesting.
Which is why they do it that way. Oh, mint and vanilla, not my favorite. I never liked like the peppermint milkshakes at Chick-fil-A or anything like that. I mean, that's why the prisoner's dilemma was like invented. Just to get them to both confess.
But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level too. You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
I said that. Yeah. They are pretty much the same thing. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team.
Apple banana game? AB game. Oh, that's why she thought of apple and banana, because A and B. Oh my gosh.
Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who picked Betray will get 3 points each, and so in total they'll have 6 points. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose Ally for that round, right? So for the other teams, you get 6 each, which gives you 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4, 16 points total.
So what does that tell you?
If you considered all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to always all choose Ally to get the most points. Even if one person chooses Betray, the total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits.
Oh.
But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits. Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they hurt you.
Okay, I think I get it. What you're saying is that I should pick ally.
No. I mean the opposite.
What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is betray.
What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma.
Well, yeah, but...
If we choose ally, and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All three of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses betray?
Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So...
20 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So I know in the actual prisoner's dilemma, betray is the right, like, it's the right option. Like, if you do, like, the math behind it, the statistics of what you gain, what you lose, betray is always the right option. But this feels a little bit different. I feel like because you still have to keep in mind the other person.
Unless we can be certain that Alice will choose ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
I mean, I knew she'd be the one to be like, oh, betray. Hey, did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? The way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? Yeah. You know, there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how'd you know my name?
Oh, knock it off. This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. And I'm like legit getting into this. Like, she's getting me angry. I will say nothing except this sentence in which I am saying right now. It would imply that something is happening, but honestly, it's really your decision on how to take it. Oh, and Katathi says, the theoretical idea of teamwork against a common enemy is what messes with the numbers. Well, I mean, that's the idea in general, because if it's a prisoner, then it's 2 people considering, like, allying against the police in that case. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with Zero.
What about you?
What?
Are you working with Zero?
Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
Oh, come on! I could ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject. We're talking about you.
No, we're not! We have been talking about—
Maybe you actually do know me.
Bitch. What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you I've never seen you before in my life. Just having a memory. Oh! Oh! Oh? Oh! Roku, welcome! I am very confused right now.
Sigma. Just let it go. Our time's up. This is it.
I knew it. I knew that they don't kill them. They just the injection just is it's just the sleeping pills or the sleeping medication. It's not it doesn't also inject the poison.
Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Was that a spaceship? Do you have a spaceship, Potter? Spaceman Potter. Star Kid Potter. What was that?
What's wrong? Saw what?
The explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything, and...
Whoa! Sigma! Calm down! What are you talking about? What is it now?
My head!
It hurts?
Yeah.
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt. It felt like I was going to explode.
Are you all right?
I think so.
Maybe you should rest a little.
Yeah, maybe I could just lay my head on your lap. Chicka-pow!
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
I think that was rude, but she kind of deserves some rudeness, bitch. Vi and I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. Did we vote? The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or was it just a hallucination brought on by stress, or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with while I was out? It had seemed real, though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future? This wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel. This was real life! Things like that didn't happen. I was just tired. The stress of the Nonary game was probably getting to me more than I thought. I was tired and I was emotional. Hallucination was strange, but really it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles. And they freaking forgot to vote.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your vote. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
That makes sense. What the hell was that?
Do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Make sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not. We're already in here, though, so we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma? Ally or betray?
Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should. I just said we didn't really have a choice.
That's the same thing.
It's completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Whatever. You still want to betray, right? Then why did you ask me? So we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said we'd be screwed if our BP dropped 1. What did you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something?
We die.
What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, how the hell do you know that? Zero never said anything about it.
I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know somehow. There's just this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
Oh, come on. That again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth... Wait, did you see it?
What?
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What?
I don't think it's a premonition, though. Like, I know that that's possible in the Zero Escape world, but my current theory is that the drugs they put in the bracelet, they don't put the lethal poison. It's not a lethal poison. They just put enough sleeping pills in it to, or the anesthesia, to give you memory issues. And, of course, pass out.
What the hell are you talking about? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
That also means this is not their first Nonary game. If that sounds familiar. Then you
Seriously,
haven't...
Sigma, are you okay? I think there's something wrong with you.
What you saying, bitch? What? This was wrong. Fi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. The DR3 bracelets are technically based on this series. There's something... There was something about the DR3 bracelets that... That was it. It's because there's like a bomb inside of them, I think. There was something that made me think of something with the DR3 bracelets. I can't remember. But what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? Bracelets like that exist before, I'm sure, just like the escape the rooms, but I think I don't know. I have no idea. I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree.
1 minute remains.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
You're gonna choose betray, right?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All
Don't
right.
worry about it. That's like the thing, is when everyone says, like, don't worry about it. It's like... just pisses me off so bad. Miss Nonary! Welcome! Thanks for coming.
Take it away.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I'm trying to get the sun right in the middle of my face here. I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options one last time. There was only one possible choice. I just want to pick Ally just to say fuck you to Fi. Like, at this point. Like, I really... just to fuck with her, I'm so... If this was real life, like if I was actually there, I don't know what I would pick.
Round
I think I'd be really, really stuck. But,
has been completed.
Fuck her.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Well, see, I like Alice. I don't want to betray Alice. She's sweet. And she might not betray us. Fi's a bitch.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Are our bracelets gonna change? Miss Nonary says, Lane, you did the same thing I did when I first played this. Yeah. She's a bitch. As fine, I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
What
oh, is
the
gonna put the
hell were you
results on the
thinking?
screen?
Did you hear anything I said?
Yeah, I was, and yeah, I did.
Then?
Well, I want to believe in Alice.
It's not really a rational decision.
I know. Oh, am I playing with my hair? I guess I was playing with my hair.
Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Okay, I'm gonna scoot my chair over a little bit and my computer so the sun's not in my face.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
All right.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game!
Oh, shut up.
If everybody would please direct.
I'm just... Ooh! See, those drawings look great! Why couldn't they just drawn sprites? What?! Timioji picked Ally, Kay picked Betray, and Alice picked Betray? I did not see this coming at all. What?!
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Hey, Alice, what the hell is
Excuse
this?
me? I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose Betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
I am so angry at all the bitches in this fucking game. Fi's a bitch. Apparently Alice is a bitch. Clover won't say 2 goddamn words because she's all full of herself, and Luna's just obnoxious and obnoxious goody two-shoes. I am so done with these chicks. Can we get new teams, please? I don't want to hang out with Alice and Lauren. I don't want to hang out with Luna, and I definitely don't want to hang out with Tenmyoji. He's creepy. I want to hang out with Dio or Quark or Kay. I like them. They're cool. And I want to hang out with Clover because I want to know more about her. Because, like in the last game, she really showed that she can come off as a bitch at first, but she has kind of reasons to be distrustful. And I'd be okay getting close to her and gaining her trust, and learning more about her. Why?
I can ask you the same question. Why did you do something as stupid as choose Ally?
Because Fi was pissing me the fuck off. Why, haven't you heard of the prisoner's dilemma? Best solution is for us all to choose Ally. No, that's not why I did it.
All of us, huh? Kay and Clover chose Betray too, you know. Yes.
I'm surprised Kay didn't
I know
insist.
about the prisoner's dilemma. But everyone picking Ally isn't a reasonable outcome. Just look at the results for this round. What do they tell you?
Dio, Quark, and Luna, and Tenmyoji all picked Ally.
In
fact, only two out of the 6 groups picked Betray.
Well, maybe tender-headed would be a little more appropriate in this case. Oh.
What?
Was that upsetting? My apologies. I'm only trying to warn you.
Alice is right. You made a stupid choice.
I'm gonna slap a bitch right in the fuck now. I'm so... Whew. This Alice like Mitsuru, like Mitsuru from P3.
And thanks to you, our BP is
I'll have
down
to
to
listen
1
to her
now.
talk again. Yeah, maybe if you weren't such a bitch about it, I wouldn't have gone against you. You and your reverse psychology being an asshole. God damn it. I set my jaw and stomped away from Alice and Phi. My hands had balled themselves into fists, but my throat was tight and my eyes stung. Why? Why had she done it? Quark, Dio, and Luna's group, on the other hand, seemed calm. Happy. Yeah,
Thank
fuck!
you.
Duh!
I'm so happy you chose Ally.
No problem.
I want to be
to
where
tell
Luna
you
is
the
right
truth,
now.
Mr. Dio wanted to pick Betray.
What?
Hey!
Mr. Dio told me to pick Betray so that we could get 3 points. He said we could escape together. If we betrayed you, then we'd have 6 BP. And then, if we betrayed someone in the next round, we'd have 9.
Oh, Theo, is this true?
No, that's not what happened at all.
Kidding! I lied. That was a joke. Mr. Dio would never do something like that.
It was a joke?
Yeah. Man, you really had me going there.
I think that's actually what happened, and I don't think it was a lie. I think the fact that it was a joke was the lie.
I really surprised you, huh?
Oh, Dio's
So
like,
you really
little
wanted to
bitch, you
choose
get in my way of...
all along?
You cock block me, little bitch, and it's done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they're so cute!
I understand.
Wow.
I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust, huh?
Man, why are all the best characters in this also in pairs, so I can't hang out with them?
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
I do agree with her. Is Friday a weekend? Is Friday afternoon kind of could be considered a weekend, I guess. Yeah, overall it's technically a weekday. It looked like there had been some sort of argument between Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji, although whatever it was seemed to have resolved itself amicably. Yeah, because...
Zero, when does the next round start?
Because Clover's response wasn't, "You a dumbass!" Like, come the fuck on, Alice. You should have just... nicer about it.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP?
I think the other rounds are going to be
That's
different.
impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
Oh, I thought we were going to have like another one right away.
The Ambidex gate.
Is Clover annoying?
Closed.
Clover's not annoying right now.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round.
It's me who's voice actress. It is Clover.
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Moon cards? Does this mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So it makes me think we're going to play the Ambidex game 3 times, because there's sun, moon, and star, I think.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many plans as you need to.
It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
Man, I swear, the last game I was like, let's all just have a big friendly group hug with everybody. Until, like, stuff started coming out about them, and I guess a little bit later, but almost overall, I was like, I like these characters, I want to be best friends. This, I'm like, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people, exactly.
So?
But what about the number 9 door? I'm gonna write this down. Are the rules the same? No. Okay.
There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you.
Okay. Any number of people can go through the number 9 door.
There is one thing though, Ziggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
You can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
I like immediately look at my Fitbit, like, wait, where? Get into this, I guess.
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean
It's scanning the bracelets, not the people, which is the same from the last one. Oh, a Google Doc? That might be a good idea. The only thing is if I click off of the game, it like pauses. Really funny. But I will write everything, I think, down onto note cards, and I can, of course, show them off as I play. And I'll hold on to them.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets.
My phone, I hate typing on my phone.
How many people there are?
Like, that was when my computer died. I didn't get on Discord all that much because typing on my phone gives me a headache. But wait, hold on a minute. Hey, our color's different. Our color changed. Our color changed, guys. Does that mean the teams all changed?
No.
Yes.
They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
You die.
The first is to get through the number 9 door. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo. I think you already know.
What?
So I'm just writing down a note to look up who Dio's voice actor is, because his voice sounds familiar, and it is very nice to listen to. Oh, and Luna really does sound like Laura Bailey, I think? I'll look that up too later.
Do you
Unless someone else wants to Google it for me.
Get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do.
Oh, well. I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
you die.
Sounds like Akihiko.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
I do. That does sound a little bit like Akihiko.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
Yes.
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, beep.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little brain.
Dio is Akihiko? Okay. Well, then did we figure out if Alice was Mitsuru? What's the name of the voice actor? If you guys know it, because Laura Bailey is Luna. Okay, it definitely sounds like her. Of course, oh gosh. Wendy, I'm forgetting Clover's VA's name all of a sudden, which I freaking have her like signature on my wall. From when a friend of mine, when she was in 8th grade, went to an anime convention and got a Fullmetal Alchemist poster signed. Wendy Lee, that's it. And I've got Vic Mignogna and Wendy Lee. And I think it's also got Travis Willingham signature on it. And that was a really cute gift for me.
So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything?
Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenryaldi. Or Siggy. Oh, or maybe Fido. Or maybe everyone.
Well, I guess it could still be me, and I just have to... The bad end.
What?
Why?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP
drops to zero.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in her bracelets are going to activate and we'll die?
Correct.
So, I had been right. But how had she known before Zero had told us? Oh, I forgot Elizabeth and Mitsuru had the same voice actress.
I see. Phi Sigma and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
That means we literally couldn't afford to ally in the next round. I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people, as long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building, or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red,
blue and green.
That means
And so the
that to
circles
get
are really
through,
different.
You'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Yep. So we've got new teams. Yay!
But wait, you've already got those bracelets.
I'm assuming our teams have been shuffled. I'm gonna be so pissed if they're not. So Sigma's yellow. That's really hard to read. What is this? Sigma. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a big yellow circle. So this is gonna be subtractive, I guess, if that was additive color mixing before. We got cyan and magenta. It did change. I'm yellow now.
So am I.
No. Does that mean everyone kept the same teams, though? Oh, no.
Me too.
Oh! Oh, no, different teams. Yes, please. Luna!
It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like our groups have changed too. I was a solo last round, but now it says pair.
Wait, really? Mine still says solo.
It looks like Luna and I both changed.
So 10 Miojis, magenta. That is more purple. Magenta's more like this kind of color. Oh! That's just my monitor. I look over at my other monitor, it looks magenta.
Although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite.
Phi is gonna be magenta solo.
Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair.
Damn it. Well,
I guess this must be magenta.
is he colorblind? Did he say that earlier?
Are you two magenta too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quark, Clover, and I are cyan.
I think Mr. K and I are pairs.
Well, I guess we'll go with Clover
is
then.
Solo?
Because if Dio and Quark and K are still in pairs, then I'm still in a pair. Alrighty.
Looks like it.
New teams.
When did they change?
I'm gonna write like round 1 and round 2 at the start top of these.
Back when the AB gates closed.
So we sell these at work. I don't know if you can see, but it's a little kitty. They're very cute. And if I close the pen, I just wanted to show that off.
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh, wait a minute. So then I've started drawing 3 circles because this will be additive. We're gonna get some different colors here.
And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
Yeah. No.
What?
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here.
It's gonna show off. This is the other pen because it's got a little smiley cat. Neat.
I'll never see you guys again.
Please, please, please be true. Please be true. Please be true.
Did you really think I was gonna cry? Sucker! As if I'd cry over you dummies.
What the? You fucking dick!
You
See, I'm not that angry because I expected it.
I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again.
Have a nice tragedy.
Oh gosh, is she gone? Is she gone? So we're gonna have to figure out the color mixing, and I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head. I don't want to draw it in before
Piece of shit.
I've actually remembered.
If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So...
Sorry, that wasn't a Sigma voice. That was more like a Quark voice, but...
What happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Him... Yeah, it looks about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off. At least not this bad. I didn't owe anyone money, anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yeah, what? What? But it was just the one time! And she was the one who went after me. Sigma, no! Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. Now, I had to give him like a douchier voice. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the Nonary game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. Memory time, I'm guessing. December 25th, 2028, early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day. I was heading to my car from the research building. That is an old-looking car for 2028. It's like some retro revival. The parking lot. Oh, how long are we gonna be streaming? Probably till 5:30. In 2 hours sounds like a good amount of time. If anyone. So, I know it's longer than I normally stream, but it's been a long time, so I kind of want to stream a little bit longer than normal. The parking lot was empty, and the bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. The last time I looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. Well, also, I want to get to escape the room portion. Stream for 6 hours. I mean, I could stream longer than that. I just might have to
grab a snack or some more water at some point. Stream forever! It is currently... Oh, did I say 5:30? I'm gonna say 6:30, because I'm EST. And it's already 6. Almost 6. Last time oh yeah, I said it was Christmas Day. So why was I at school typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. Hey, I know that feeling! When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I'm hoping to stream often, for sure. I'll definitely stream longer today. I'm having a lot of fun. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting this stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. I realize you're right, this game probably is really long because it's got the multiple endings theme. And I know 999 had less endings, and it still was... It was a decent length game. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. What a dick! Why are so many people in this universe assholes? You know, I mean, that's the... You know, I wouldn't say this universe, because a lot of the people in 999 are assholes. I mean, Lotus could be kind of full of it sometimes, but overall, everyone was pretty nice. Like, at least to your face. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Wow. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow, I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. Over email. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper, and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I'd chugged down to stay awake. I almost said 5-hour energy drinks. That's marketing. Hail corporate. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. God damn it. You stupid piece of shit! I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Oh, what? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment, I thought it was just the panic and my lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit! Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. And that's when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rearview mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as my very tired college student sitting in a car can. Yes! I think it's even the same sprite, too. Like, they didn't even redraw him. I love it. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in my misery. I figured I at least deserved a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Oh! Ooh! Oh! Do we know where everyone went, though? I don't think we know where everyone went. I want to avoid some... There's some bitches I want to avoid, you know? Well, right now, it's just Alice and Phi that I want to avoid. I've already been to the crew quarters. But then again, that makes it more likely that Phi and Alice will have chosen one of these other places. But I want to know what they look like. Lounge sounds fun. Let's go to the lounge. That Arial font.
Oh, hey, Sigma.
Can what?
I get you a seat?
Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
Oh, I forgot about her creepy smile. Like, I swear, is that like a coding problem? Or do they just, is it on purpose? Is it a modeling problem? I don't know. What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. Well, you got a small budget and you only have Ariel. Yep. Well, I'm interested in Clover, but a little bit. And Luna's a little annoying, but she's at least nice. So this is a lounge, huh? A bar? A sofa? 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
Oh, she's happy about it. You better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
I see. Well, I guess you could probably have a drink or two then. Fortunately, as fun as that sounds, I don't think it's a very good idea. This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really?
She sounds like she's gonna say yes, it is.
It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
I wonder if she still keeps in touch with 7. Because that was what 7 was thinking in the last game. You've got a point.
Sigma?
I'm just kidding. No, he's not. He said that about... He always says that. I don't think he is. We were thinking Tenmyoji was the creepy horn dog, but I think Sigma is. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier.
Yeah, Clover was 18, because I remember, because I watched Nico V's playthrough, and he was very confused by that. And I was like, I don't know. She could look like a young 18-year-old, young-looking 18-year-old. Yeah, not all the characters were were over 18. Pretty sure. Obviously in the game, not before it.
Not me. No headaches here. Well...
Well, what?
It's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird.
I guess I was wondering what Santa and Snake's ages were, because... Let me think. Oh gosh. Is that how old Jumpy was? And Jumpy's the same age as June. And we know June is older than Clover. Santa's older than June. Snake is older than Santa. That makes Clover and Snake kind of far apart in age, I feel like, but...
Your head feels weird? No.
Okay! There was no transition between her sprites there. That was creepy. That was some Happy Mask Salesman level shit. Though I think you're saying 21 here is just an error or a translation thing because of drinking laws in the US. She clearly has got to be older than the last game. I guess it depends on how long it's been. I guess I don't really know how long it's been since the last game anyway, so it seems perfectly reasonable for her to be 21. But that is that creepy smile, like why she says like whatever, and then that quick movement. Wasn't the drinking age in Japan 20? Or is that Korea?
My body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like, like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms. That's not a numb feeling. When you wake up, that arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm, though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign. That's called association. Or it's called cataplexy, depending on what the fuck's going on with your brain. Because I have neurological sleep disorders, and I have times where my limbs feel numb all the fucking time. I'm used to it.
I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of
Really?
like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah!
Maybe
exactly.
It's because of the anesthetic gas.
Yeah. The what now?
It might
That's
have
what it
looked
sounds
like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh yeah, right.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
You think this might be some kind of side effect?
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright. I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys gonna stick around here?
Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Maybe because you're too busy bitching at me. Okay. Catch you later then. I'm out. I waved goodbye and headed towards the exit. Where to next? Let's go to the infirmary. I'm Clover, honey. Don't wink or smile, or look in this direction too quickly. Miss Nine-Eye. Oh man, I mean, she's making some like Happy Mask Salesman faces, and that's not sitting well with me. So, this is the infirmary.
Sigma. What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach. Are you still angry?
That fucking baby talk! I want to throw something at her! Fucking course! I'm not teetering on the brink of the abyss thanks to you.
I didn't have a choice. I'm just trying to get out of here like we all are.
Then don't talk to me like I'm a fucking baby. And that's enough to justify screwing someone else over?
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
Like, seriously, if she had just, like, apologized, I would be fine.
If If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose Ally...
Sorry, I'm getting angry, aren't I? She's mommy.
Too.
Alice is mommy. Maybe if maybe in one of the alternate timelines she's mommy, but
Easy for you to say that now.
What?
Dino's here.
Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here? I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
If you're the Alice I think you are, you've had plenty of time. Like
what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
Oh, you cosplayed as Alice once? Oh, cool. I'm assuming you meant Alice.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again.
I will not die! Alice? Oh my gosh. That looks like a fun outfit to wear. Like, just, she looks fun to dress up as. No.
But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is?
Avenge my father's murder.
Ooh.
That's what I have to do.
What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Huh. Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here? Get the jewelry to stay. How do you get that jewelry to stay? See, I was imagining it was just like a solid piece of metal, I guess. I'm like... Tape? Yeah, tape.
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective.
Well, so that sounds like Lotus a little bit.
Not a bad guess, though.
Where she was trying to figure out who abducted her kids.
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look. Yeah, but Lotus didn't... They never explained why she was dressed like that. Everyone's like, what does she do? Like, she's like, oh, I used to be a computer programmer. It's like, okay. Do you like, have like dancing as a hobby or something? Like, nope. Never even mentioned. Just, they never mentioned her clothes at all.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA?
No.
Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
That's fine.
Unless the answer was stripper. Nah, she doesn't look like a stripper. She's got that cool jacket. I love that jacket. And the skirt. I don't know about the whole no shirt thing, personally, but that's a cute jacket.
In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep them guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
Yeah, Lotus just got off her job, but she never says what the job is. She never said what her job was. Because she said she was unemployed later when you ask her what her job is. And she never specifies that she was a dancer at all.
She only ever says that she used to be a computer programmer.
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right?
Did I already say that I think Dio is a magician?
I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No.
Though I think the last time I played this, I was in the middle of the Big Berry Circus trial in the second game of Ace Attorney, and so he immediately just, my brain went straight to Maximilian Galactica with that outfit a little bit.
She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert.
The desert?
Yes. But that's an awfully long story.
Could have just said I was hitchhiking in the desert, because that's true. First line on Lotus's wiki says she's a belly dancer. When did she mention it? Like, I like, that makes sense. Like, okay, I believe that. And that's pretty much, like, the logical conclusion based on what she's wearing. But I'm really curious where that line, because I don't remember them saying that in the game. Because I remember looking out for that.
Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information, too? We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
So Tenmyoji's face is the one that bothers me the most. Like I feel like with an old person, you can get away with more. Like, making them look kind of off. But they, like, his mouth is too big.
Do I have to answer that?
Come on, like an old person, you don't even have to make both. You don't even have to worry about making both eyes the same. And now they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna just not even try.
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No.
Probably because she's an independent woman who don't need no man. Probably it, Kit.
And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well, then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
Why would we think... Was he being sarcastic? Ringleader? Totally didn't see that coming.
You're kidding.
Nope. I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th-generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still, he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too, then?
Yeah.
Aww.
Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there.
Yeah.
Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room.
I do have to admit, the voice acting is really good in this game. Like, that's why Alice is pissing me off so fucking much, is because she sounds really convincingly patronizing, and it is so well voice acted that I just want to strangle that bitch.
Anyway, enough about me. You still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school when I got in my car, the white gas started pouring out everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have. How old is Sigma then?
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I thought about it, but I just keep drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
No idea.
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing. You may be cursed if you strangle her. You're probably a crack, Tatsu. Okay.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, but Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do? Oh, is that supposed to be a floral pattern, or is it supposed to be, cheetah print? I've been trying to figure that out.
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
Okay, a waitress. A waitress. What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? It is leopard print, but I guess leopard print usually has like the little, there's usually a little bit of a U shape to it. Kind of like that. Wait, that? There's usually like a little bit of a U shape. And I didn't see that, which is why I thought maybe it was floral. Why is that funny?
Just forget about it.
You know something!
Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
What, do you know something that I
Makes you
don't?
feel better, sure.
What?
Well,
Fishy wants to be a pink Dalmatian? So, because Tatsu says, Kay seems too obvious to be a traitor or anything. That's the thing, is I start overthinking this shit. And it's like one of those things where I'm like, well, it's too obvious, so it has to be that he is the traitor, but then I just keep going back and forth in like this endless flow of trying to guess who the bad guy is usually with stuff like this.
I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know. She didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
That's sexist. That's what they're thinking, isn't it?
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
But
You've been around her the most, Sigma.
Personality-wise, I do think that Luna would be more like a nurse, but who knows?
She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright?
She probably
it's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
Nothing in particular.
Sure.
Yeah. She's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do. So basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she, really? There's some connection between Sigma and Phi, because they both have Greek letters as their names. I'm pretty convinced about that. The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader. Plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this.
It's because Alice knows more than we do.
We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others then.
Where do you plan on going?
I only have one choice. I think I'll head to the crew quarters. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick. If I can figure out how do I mute this while I'm gone? Can you guys still hear me? I don't know how this works. So I'll be right back. Oh, you can still hear it? Okay. Yeah, I have no idea how to mute the mic. Other than just dragging it down to 0 decibels, I guess. I need to play around with this shit sometime. I'll just remember that what setting I have it on, and I'll turn it back. Okay. I'm back. Okay, I figured out how to mute it. I thought I clicked that. I thought I tried clicking it and it didn't do anything, but I maybe missed. All right. I grabbed myself a little snack too. All right.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Okay, he called me bro. I headed out of the infirmary. It is an insurer. I forgot to eat, and I'm trying to gain weight. I got some crackers too, but I only had a few of them.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
Hey guys!
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yes. Yeah, it was. Alice and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary?
What's this book?
Okay, if Quark doesn't know what Schrodinger's cat is. Huh? Oh, that's a book? A meowed cat!
A meowed?
A meowed. Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that happens to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. Doesn't really mean anything, though.
Oh. Okay.
That's weird. So what's the cat book about?
Oh. Well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks about it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box.
No. That's not what okay.
Something like that, right?
Meowby?
What?
Yeah, the answer's no, not exactly. I don't really know anything meowed it. I'm just telling you what Phi told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Oops.
Well, what about you guys?
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge. You checked out the lounge with Clover and Ten Myoji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna.
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Oh, lunar eclipse.
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Oh. Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year, or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
31st, huh? I'd been knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. Did it have to do with this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to our abductions. Lunar eclipses are kind of common. I mean, relatively.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah. We did find something. Just one thing, though.
What was it?
Dio and Luna didn't tell you?
No.
Okay. I got it right here. Just a second.
Quark reached in his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The The World Health Organization has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Am I quieter than before? I might actually be quieter than before. Am I the same volume as before now? My throat's also a little bit sore, I think. Which is why I don't stream for 6 hours straight usually. Let me turn up my mic a little bit more, because... Hello? Because I'm probably going to be talking a little quieter just naturally with my sore throat. Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes, it does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. I'm probably going to finish streaming around 7, if that works for everybody. Yeah, so it's getting a little sore. Alright. But I still want to go a little bit longer. 7 sounds like a good time. There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard the term Radical 6.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
This sounds familiar. Well, after I get out of this room, I think that'll be a really good place to stop. Clover's voice shattered the silence. Oh! What?
You guys! Hurry! You need to come with me!
Has something happened?
Yes!
Should I stop here on this cliffhanger?
I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
Yeah, this is a good place to stop, actually. This is a good, like, cliffhanger here. Alright. Let's go ahead and save my game, which I probably need to do. Oh my god, look at all those endings. No cliffhangers? Do you want me to go a little bit longer? Alright.
What did you find?
It's horrible. It's really scary.
Why is she smiling?
Oh, never mind. Just shut up and follow me.
It's not too late to give you guys a cliffhanger. It's not too late.
You'll understand when you see it.
Where is it?
It's right over here in the next room.
Oh.
Just follow me.
Huh? Alright. Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by me, Kay, and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed under the bed. What? The 3 of us crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. Wait, that's the thing from the memory. What the hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
Oh. The bomb? No way.
So, thank you, Sigma.
moon. That was the moon. I'm looking back at it replaying now on the feed, and that's the moon. That ain't Earth. Of course, it was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. Then it hadn't been a hallucination. Had it actually been a premonition? Well, then how did he see the explosion from the outside? I don't understand.
We need to tell everybody.
No, it's all right.
No, it's all right.
Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds.
Does she ever stop smiling? It's really strange.
See?
Oh my god, this is so creepy!
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There! You see?
For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicions suddenly reawakened. Clover, calm your face muscles. Oh my god, Miss Nonary. It was Phi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or switch of some sort, not a dead man switch.
See, bomb would not have been my first thought upon seeing this thing. I don't know why bomb would be what they thought.
If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Too much Botox! Oh, look! Oh my god, she's not smiling, guys! She actually looks kind of upset. Smiling like Clover. That's my Clover impression. The 3D Botox didn't agree with her.
Me. And Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here, then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
That means it wasn't here when we were here earlier. I'm assuming, because that's not the kind of thing I feel like we would miss. That's the first thing I would do in a situation like that, in like a escape the room. I did one of those little escape the room. That's like kind of set up. First thing I do, I lay down on the floor and I look under the couch, I look under the cabinets, like I would not have missed that if it was already there.
Well,
that's just me.
I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover! Anyway, this is definitely a bomb. I guarantee it.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please. Just trust me.
I kind of agree with Phi here.
Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb.
Like, this isn't time to be keeping secrets. We're all at risk, and...
It's an antimatter bomb.
Antimatter?
Huh.
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is?
Yeah, I do. I'm just... My brain's going straight to, okay, wait, how do they fit the antimatter in the bomb and, like, keep it there?
Anyway, yes, you're right.
But I mean,
Anyhill Nation?
Maybe Quark isn't as smart as I thought, because who the fuck named him then? Antimatter's really interesting. There's actual like videos, I think you can look them up, of antimatter annihilating matter. It looks like just sparkles. It's really pretty and interesting. Highly recommend. I guess the only thing I could think of would be like magnetic fields or something that you could keep the antimatter like secure and bomb like that.
I would have thought you'd know.
See, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah, Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see.
It's not really a bit of matter, but I mean... Pretty? You mean like the girls reading this? Easy mode? Aw, it's just sweet.
Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think. I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Antimatter's not that hard to explain. I nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons, and neutrons have antineutrons.
Are they really called antiprotons? Because his electrons and positrons sound so nice. Wait, how do you have antineutrons? Aren't they already neutral? I'm confused. Do I feel like... I mean, I guess, do they have a spin? It's like, no, they would all have... It wouldn't matter.
Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles.
I'm going to write that down to look that up, because I am confused now.
The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
Oh. All right, how about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites.
Quark is getting less adorable by the minute, and Temioji's growing on me. I just assumed that Quark would
What happens when you put them together?
He's a smart kid, but now he's getting on my nerves.
Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear.
All these Attorney games are like half off in the 3DS eShop right now? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm sorry. What? Wait! The whole world needs to stop.
Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation.
Oh my god! Easy mode! Wait, shh! stop because I've been saving up for these games and I've been like wondering if they were gonna go on sale because okay, because I want the Edgeworth games so bad. I love Edgeworth so much. And looking at the release schedules for the games on the iPhone and on the 3DS, they always come out on the iPhone about a year before the 3DS. And the Edgeworth games just came out on the iPhone about a year ago. So I'm like, any minute now it'll come out on the 3DS and I need them. Okay, what was I doing?
But when you get Annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby! Haha!
This churl. This goddamn churl.
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the Annihilation.
Please stream Edgeworth 2. It is Emma in that game? Emma is like... I love her so much. She is... I never really felt like there was a video game character that I really identified with, that I was like, this is me in video game form until Emma. I love her. Oh my gosh. Science bitch.
It's not a real baby, of course, but
anything,
like a baby,
play.
it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
I agree with Alice.
You followed it, though, right?
I'm pretty sure I put them in my wish list. Yes. Oh my god. Spirit of Justice is half off. Apollo's only $5 off. What? Dual Destinies is like 30% off? Oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh, Edward 2 is only Japan? Oh, so they haven't actually, like, officially localized it. Interesting. I know there's also the what is it called? Super Ace Attorney, where it's it's like his grandfather, Phoenix's grandfather in like ancient Japan. And I think those games like aren't planned to be localized or something, but interesting. And apparently they're gonna make a Capcom has announced that they are planning to announce an Ace Attorney game for the Switch in 2018. So I'm so excited. Okay, I'm getting really off topic.
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby.
No context? That line is Oh, that's Dai Gyakuten Saiban. Yeah, great Ace Attorney. What? I'm in the middle of something. What? I'm in the middle of something. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, guys. I'm just like, there's so much going on right now. Easy Mode says, I love making babies. All right. I'm just going to end on this note right here. I don't think there's anything that can just... you can't get into the series because of the localization. It is very heavily localized. It starts to get a little annoying that it's localized when you start talking about, like, they go to, like, Maya's hometown, and it's very traditionally Japanese, and there's a lot of stuff there that, stops making sense because in the localization. But yeah, alright, yeah, I'm just gonna stop here. Just, oh, Dio. Oh, Easy Mode. And now I'm gonna play some Ace Attorney, y'all. All right, bye guys. Thanks for coming. I've got work tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be able to stream tomorrow, but hopefully Sunday. So, all right.